By this time each summer, Portugal's bars and beaches are usually packed with UK holidaymakers, but COVID-19 has kept them away, and quarantine rules are likely to deter many from flying in anytime soon. It's a worry for business owners on the Algarve who are struggling and know that the price of a week in the sun here will mean 2 weeks stuck at home for people if they return to England.
There is literally nobody here to provide any drinks for or any food for. So we've remained closed basically like everybody else. There is very few places that are able to open at the moment.
His worry is shared by many who rely heavily on the 2.1 million visitors from the UK who usually visit Portugal each year. The country was left off a list of more than 50 nations regarded as safe enough for travel without restriction. Portugal's government has gone on the attack, especially over the UK's own record on COVID.
When a country with 28 times more deaths from COVID-19 than Portugal wants to impose a quarantine to passengers coming from Portugal, I'd say the problem isn't in Portugal. The problem is in that country.
Only this week, Portugal's Prime Minister, along with Spanish officials, held a ceremony to mark the reopening of borders during the critical summer tourist season. Spain has had to reintroduce a lockdown in the Catalonia region because of new outbreaks of coronavirus, but the country is on the quarantine-free list, unlike Portugal.
In the entire country, the situation is perfect. We had no deaths in Madeira, for instance. The Algarve represents only 1% of the total cases in Portugal, so we really don't understand it. It was quite a surprise and a big disappointment.
The disappointment is for the economy and jobs. Portugal had hoped to lure back visitors and make up for months of lost income, but the prospect of quarantine will hardly provide an incentive for people to travel. Michelle Clifford, Sky News, Brussels.